Hello guys, hello everybody and welcome to Rocket League. My name's Alfie. I'm going to have a quick look at the new DLC pack that just came out. I've forgotten what it's called. It was the Revenge of the Battle Cars. Grab it now for exclusive access to both supersonic, acrobatic, rocket powered battle cars. God, that name is ridiculous. Okay, so we've got 2 new jump boosts. We've got two new vehicles. Actually, I'll just show you them. So we have 2 new vehicles, which are from the older games, which I used to play a lot of. It was Zippy, this little guy. It looks a lot like the Takuma, or the Takumi, which is actually pretty much identical, with some side skirts or whatever. But this is the main one. This is the main one of the DLC, I think. The main thing that you'd get this DLC for, and it's called the Scarab. It looks pretty cool. For some reason though, it's got these weird sort of like, I think it's been aimed at females, because the Bimani is a bit like wishy-washy and cloudy. Not that it's a bad thing. I love that. I love the fact that they're bringing females into something you wouldn't traditionally think would be a female type of game, because there's football, rockets, a predominance with the colour blue. You know, you expect it to be a more male type of game, but I'm over the moon. There we go. But it also means that the guys have to deal with only one skin for this, and that's Flame, Tiger, or Tribal. That's not 1, that's 3. So I was incorrect there, but you get my drift. So I'm not going to use this car right now because it's a bit shitty, or not. It's a bit harsh, but the problem is the hitbox is all different. So, and I'm used to certain hitbox, which is pretty much every other car in this game, other than the Gizmo, which has a slightly higher hitbox, which isn't just not, it's not great. It's not what you want. But I did a playthrough. When was it? A little while ago, playing the game and getting to grips with it and stuff, and that was really good. So I'm gonna do another part 2 of this one. So yeah, what else have we got new here? We have the Zippy wheels, which are obviously for the Zippy car. Let me get to a better angle. So they're nice. They've got red things, 3 patterns. The Triforce. It wasn't Veloce, was it? It was named. I think the other ones were named after the Scarab. So we got these wheels as well. They look pretty cool. I mean, no, I was going to use them, but I thought, nah, I won't. I'm going to stick to my tray here, or trachea. Now, this is another big thing as well, and it's something which I've found a bit annoying in actual games, because this, I don't know if you can hear it, but they sound really cool. But it's the same problem the money one had. I think it was the money one, or was it it was the flowers one. It sounds so strange, and when you're playing the game, it's just annoying to have them on there. I know I've got Accelerator, I'm a bit of a hypocrite, I've got it selected. But to be honest, I wanted to see what it was like. That's a lot better. I like that data stream one, it's the best one. So on the hats, oh my god, I laughed my arse off when I saw this. To the creators of this game, kudos. You had me in stitches. I've never laughed so much at DLC pack before. I mean, there was only one thing I laughed at really, and that was the one I'm about to show you in a second. But so it got this one here, which is really cool. This isn't the one I laughed at, but this is really, really cool. It gives them a sort of like a train spotter thing. That is what that hat is, isn't it? We've got another one here, which is the shark fin, which is pretty cool. I like that. Looks pretty menacing. And then this one, watch it come from the top. Watch this next one come down. Deal with it. Oh my god, I don't know why that made me laugh so much, but it did. I'm going to keep that one. So along with that, they got some new community flags. I'm not big on the community flag thing, so whatevs, I suppose. Could use the YouTube gaming one, but it's not me. You've got like Rooster Teeth and all those good ones. New country flags. I wonder if they've got England on here and not just United Kingdom. Oh, they have. I think this is an English developer, actually. I might be completely wrong there, and Don't quote me on that. So you got some Nosgoth stuff, some general community stuff, different video game stuff. I don't think you have any. Oh yeah, we got these two as well. So you got the Retro Ball Utopia, just sort of like a disco ball slash something else. You got the Retro Ball Urban, which looks more like the Death Star. Let's go with the Death Star. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The other things are different maps. The maps are. Well, let's get into a game. There's not, well, they're exactly the same map, so they're the same scale, same size, and everything. But the only difference is there's what is the difference? It's nighttime. So in the Colosseum one, it was only in daytime. So now they've got a nighttime mode, which to me, I know they've probably got other DLC down the line that they're hoping will bring interest back in the game. Like in the old Super Power Rocket games, that's not how you say the name, but in the older games used to have like horseshoe shapes, and I think I've said this in previous videos, but really cool stuff that you'd want to see in this. But I guess it's going to come out as DLC. Oh, look at this, easy goal, easy win. I got robbed a bit, but you know, never mind. But that sort of stuff is missing, and I think at least, well, it's very early to say, but I would like to have seen someone there, or someone here at least. Even if it was just something that wasn't just a rectangle, because it's a bit of a cop-out just to have the same, exactly the same thing, but different aesthetics, which is a bit... Oh my god, how did I miss that? That was awful. Sorry, I had to stop talking. Which is a bit hypocritical, considering I said that I laughed my arse off and I got my money's worth for those glasses. But the pixel shades were cool. That was a cool idea. But it would have been nice to have some meat on those bones, so it wasn't just a nice little gag, you know. It was more than that. It was something worthwhile. But then again, it was only £3.90 something pounds. I think it's like £3.25. £3.25. Jesus Christ. Which you know, you can't sniff at that. That's good price for DLC and two new vehicles, which seems to be the only difference in this game. But the game as a whole, it's a brilliant game. It's one of those games that if you just want to play, you feel like you want to play a game. You don't really want to invest time in Metal Gear Solid, and you don't want to have to worry about cutscenes and all that other pivotal stuff like decision making and stuff. Which decision making's become sort of a blight on just traditional gaming in general. Oh my god, that was a good save. Because when you have to make decisions, it's sort of like, why? Why? I just want to play a game. Because most people were just happy with things like Crash Bandicoot. You didn't have to make, well, you had to make decisions on what crystals you wanted to get, but you could just play through the game. You didn't have to make a decision that could alter the story horrendously. And a good example of this is a game that I played called Until Dawn. I'm sure people know it, and it's a very well-known game, and it's a well-polished game, and the voice acting and stuff is really good. But the only problem that I found with it was the decision making. It wasn't okay. Without spoiling too much, I'll try and go through something. Two characters. The whole thing is a slasher film, so people are going to die. But there are two people that are supposed to die, or that you've got to choose who survived. And spoilers on spoilers, it doesn't matter whether they survive or not. We just conceded a goal there, but never mind. It was that sort of thing. I put so much effort into making sure my decision was the right decision by going onto the menu screen and checking all their stats to make sure I'm not killing off the wrong character, and it didn't matter anyway. And there was a bit right at the end where I can't talk about it without... No, I won't talk about it. But there was a bit that disappointed me, in the same vein of it doesn't matter sort of thing. The decision making that they boast about isn't as expansive as you'd come to think. That was a good shot. But yeah, so it's nice to just have a game that's just purely fun. Like, no, unadulterated. You get a rocket car, you get a ball, there are 2 goals. Win or lose. That's all there is to it. That's all you need to know. And that's the best. Like, there was another game, well, there is another game called, oh, God, I can't remember it now. Oh, good save. Oh, whoops. Ah, the bloody chat screen. What was it? Rogue Legacy. That's the game. It's a traditional platformer, roguelike, unlockables sort of thing. I mean, the unlockable is a very loose term. You don't really unlock much. Oh my god, that was unlucky. But that was brilliant. The simplicity is it's a lot like Shovel Knight, in a sense. And you got one big castle, different levels in the castle that you go into. You have to unlock the final boss. You have to beat the final boss, and it's all brilliant. It's all pixelated. It's just pure, unadulterated fun, and that's what's missing from AAA games nowadays. I think it's just fun. Like Uncharted is another game that I played that I found it more like a chore than fun, which is something you don't want to say about a traditional games media which is supposed to be fun. But the whole point that you get to, I don't know, run around as a big giant dragon in some games. Oh god, that was terrible. Terrible save, or wasn't even a save. Part of the reason is that because it's fun. Anyway, enough about fun. But I just find it interesting that a game like this, so simple, and it gets criticised for the fact that it's got nothing else to it, like this is all it is. But who says that this isn't all it needs? Like, if they were to add a million different customization options, which they've got a few of now anyway, but if they had, I don't know, a million different maps, loads of different game modes, then you can't be a master at any of them. There's a prime example of this from my point of view, and that's Call of Duty, or any sort of FPS with different modes, or any sort of game with different modes, to be honest. You never really become master of any of them. You dabble in, if you're a casual FPS gamer and you're not like MLG, you dabble in some, and some you don't. Like in Call of Duty, Capture the Flag, I never played it personally because I found it too tedious. Because the people that you play with aren't playing as a team, they're playing lone gunners. That's why I tended to play Team Deathmatch, but you can't become a master at Team Deathmatch because all it is killing people. Other objective modes like domination, they make more sense because people are actively trying to do what, you know, to use teamwork to achieve their ends. I don't know, it's just interesting to see, oh god, sometimes bulking things down with a million different types of something, or just making it makes it washed out, you know? Lots of different, oh my god, no! That is bullshit! I wasn't even paying attention. I shouldn't have been talking. It's turned into more of a bloody review of this game than anything. I just find it funny that when you have games like that, like Assassin's Creed Unity, which had loads and loads and loads of different things, had money ploughed into the thing. But it'd be better if, you know, they just stuck to what they did well, which was assassinations. If they'd have stuck to that, then we could have had, I don't know, just a more enjoyable game in total. And now Assassin's Creed Unity, I haven't even put it into my console because of all of the different things that people have been saying that it's a train wreck, that it's just awful, and I'm inclined to believe them, to be honest. Like these people that I watch on YouTube, they aren't wrong. They're talking from a standpoint that is, you know, they don't like the game, they don't like the game, but they make that known straight away, most of the time anyway. But yeah, that's that. I'm planning, just quickly, I've only got a minute left. I'm planning to do a long Let's Play the Star Wars Battlefront, and I'm going to go on Twitch as well and stream some as well, because that game was incredible. The beta that I played, oh my god, I was so impressed with it. I haven't been impressed with a game like that since this, I don't think, since Rocket League. But yeah, so that's in the works. I'm planning that. So yeah, thank you for enjoying this sort of ramble, sort of genuine, sort of weird thing that I've created. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next thing I make. Peace.